Hello everybody, how is it going? My name is Lucas, and guys, my KH202 restoration is complete. As you can see, we've got the EMGs in there, the bridges in there, strings are on, and she makes some sweet noises, and I'm gonna let you hear how she sounds. I know it isn't anything mind-blowing. Yes, it is a set of EMGs. Just to recap, I have a James Hetfield bridge pickup in the bridge, and I have an 85 in the neck. And I am going to go over all of the journey that got me to here. And guys, this is your first time here. If you've been here before, make sure you are subscribed. I do gear tutorials, I do mixing stuff, I do Axe Effects stuff, and I do giveaways from time to time. I don't want you to miss any of that cool stuff, so make sure you are subscribed. So, I'm talking a little bit, but I'm going to run down everything that I did to get this thing up and running. So Wednesday night, I'm recording this on Sunday. So Wednesday night, I came home and I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. So I came home and I put the guitar on my desk and I set up the EMG solderless system. This is my first time ever doing it, and I didn't realize it at the time. But I bought an EMG switch, and the EMG switch acts as a bus, so you don't have to install a bus in your cavity. So you can route all the pickup stuff. You can route that right through the switch, and it was really easy. The solderless system is amazing. It's so easy to use. I had no problems with it. I hooked it up and it worked absolutely great. I also did delete the tone knob in here. So as you can see, I have 3 knobs. There's 2 volumes and 1 tone. I put the tone knob in, but it's not connected. And I'm gonna do a whole separate video on deleting your tone knob for an EMG pickup setup. I couldn't really find one when I was looking for it, so I'll make one. It's very easy. Basically, instead of attaching, instead of running the wire from the bus to the tone knob back to the bus, you just run it from the jack right to the bus or the switch, whatever you're using for a bus, and it worked perfectly. So I got that in, and I did buy a new set of pickup rings, right? And I put those on, and I had to retap the screws for those. Incoming cringe for that. I'll explain what I'm talking about later. So put the plates on, put the pickups in, and everything was dandy from there. Then came to the bridge. I don't think I have any footage of me messing with the bridge because it was such a bitch. So I put the new nut from the pack. I put the new locks. I put the new string tree. I put all of that from the Goto box that I got. This bridge is fantastic. It's really, really good. I love it. It's one of the best Floyds that I've ever played. So I got that all set up. My problem was I was trying to install it on pillows. For anyone for future reference, don't do like me and be a dummy and try to install a bridge on pillows. I got a towel and I did it, and I finally got it. And I have a Tremel No in here too, and I was fighting with that. And I kind of forgot to do some stuff along the way, but it came out alright. Now I finally got the bridge on, and I put all the strings on, and I set everything up, and it worked, and I was happy. I'm like, alright, this is cool. I finished it like late at night, like 12 Central Time. I'm like, man, I gotta go to bed. I didn't get to bed till like 1 that night. I got everything fixed. Everything was good, but then I kind of ran into another problem, was that my action on here was very high. So the way this guitar is built, see if I can kind of show you. The way the Floyd is that this sits in the body. It doesn't really sit like on top. It's just kind of how it was. It sits in it. And so I had it cranked up and everything. And I'm like, man, my action's really high. So Friday night I was talking to my friends and I'm like, guys, you got any suggestions for me? And let me come back to that. So Friday I went to the store and I bought a set of these. I don't know if you can see them right here. Basically what this is it's a metric T-handle Hex Key Set. So it was for me to adjust my neck. These are actually really great because you get 2, 2.5, 3, 4, and 6 millimeter. For anyone who want to work on these, I think LTD, most of the time you take a 4 millimeter, so that's what I used on here. And for the knobs down here, if you ever have to change out a set, it uses an 11mm socket, just for future reference. So anyway, Friday comes, I bought those because I needed to adjust the neck. I'm like, okay, let me tackle this action thing. So I've adjusted the truss rod on necks before, so I really wasn't afraid to do it. So it had kind of a bow, so I tightened it up a little bit, and I was talking to my friends, and I'm like, guys, what can I do to get the action down? And my friend Alex suggested put a capo at the first fret, and then, you know, put a capo up here, and you tap some of the higher frets, and then you measure the 9th fret, so you see how much space you have right there. And I could pass the receipt that I had from my hex keys. I could pack it there. He said, okay, well, that's good. Now set your action. And the problem that I was having was that the pickup ring that I bought as a replacement, it was angled up. So the back was up. Let me do it shortly. So the back was up, and it was like this. So I had to put the bridge really high because my strings kept pitting out. I was kind of dumb in that regard. That's some major cringe right there. This is where the cringe comes in. So I needed flat pickup rings for Strats, which I in the back of my head I knew that, and I don't know why I thought that I could get away with it. But so I have the new pickup ring right here in the neck. That one was fine, and plus that one was cracked. The old ring was cracked, so I was happy to swap that one out. So I had to go back to the flat one for the bridge, and it literally fixed everything once I did that. I did put a little bitty scratch like right here when I was taking the pickup out with the old ring, and what was really cool about having a Floyd is that I undid my tremolo, and I just took the bar that's right here, and I pushed it down, and of course I locked the nuts up here, and I had the strings really loose, and I was able to pull the pickup in and out very, very easy. With other bridges it can be kind of a pain, but with the Floyd it was great because I was able to make room. Once I put that flat, let's see if I can even give you an idea. You see how it's I think you can see it's just basically it's flat and it's not angled. See, this one's angled, but it's fine because it doesn't come up as much. Once I put the flat pickup ring in, which was such a rookie mistake for me, it really fixed everything, because once I did that, I was able to crank the bridge down, and I was able to get the action like perfect. So now the guitar is great. Some other cringe moments, I accidentally scratched a U shape in my neck pickup here in the 85. I was using my electronic screwdriver, and somewhere along the way it like slipped out, and I scratched a U in there, and I think when the string was pitting on my JH bridge right here, it scratched a little bit, but it isn't too bad. I mean, it didn't like pull the metal off, but it's a little bit of scratch in it. That's fine. I put a ding in here when I was using the screwdriver too, because it slipped off of here in the finish. And I also had to widen the holes too. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping on. I'm trying to remember everything that happened. I had to widen the holes inside the body. I took some footage of this. I don't know how great it's going to turn out, but so from the factory, the holes were kind of not the best. They were a little rough. So I took my I just took my drill with a drill bit, and I just kind of lightly went around the hole a little bit to make it a little wider, because on the EMG solderless connectors, it's the same connectors that are on a computer basically. So you just have to pass them through. I just had to make a little bit of room, pass them through them. That was really great. That was only really tools that I had to do, but it really wasn't a super hard thing to do. I did that, and I got the strings on. So as you can see right here, I strung them wrong. So I haven't strung a reverse headstock guitar in a very long time. It's been ages since I did that on this guitar, and I wrapped them wrong. So the low strings, I wrapped them with it down, as you can see, but then when I got to the ones down here, I'm like, wait, it's not hitting right. I have to wrap them up. So I wrapped them up, and I'm like, wait, I have to do it all like that. And I was like, damn it. And I also put too much string up here. I probably should have put a lot less. It's a little thick, but it's fine. I mean, these are elixirs. Elixirs are kind of hard to get right now because of everything going on in the world, but it's fine for now. And I did put the new nut on, the new nut right here from the Goto pack. I used the same screw holes, and I used the Goto screws because they're a little beefier. So I do have about 1 millimeter of a gap down here on the E side, but it isn't that big of a deal because the way the string runs, it still runs over the pickup, but I have a decent amount of space down here. So you see, I can still pull it off of the neck, but I have a little bit of space. So, but it's fine, and it doesn't really affect anything that much. So I'm really not going to worry about it because, like I said, I tapped the same holes that were in here. I tried to reuse as many holes as I could. Is there anything else that I did going through? No, that was it. And right now, the guitar is fantastic. So if you have any reservations about restoring an old guitar, putting EMGs in it, do it. It's super easy. If you just want to put EMGs in it, it is so easy to do. Like the Starless system, it was, like I said, first time using it, was super easy. It was fantastic to do. For my battery, I just kind of have it sitting in the cavity, so there is enough room for it. I bought some like battery clips because I thought I would have enough room, but I ended up not having them, so I ended up using the clips. But the clips weren't all that expensive anyway. It keeps tune very well. The frets, the stuff that I did to the frets and to the back of the neck, I think were the two biggest things that I like the most that I did, because the back of the neck is awesome now. The frets, when I bend, there's like they feel like stainless frets because, you know, I polished them, put the semi-chrome polish on it, did everything like that. Switch is good. The switch is really tight. I was so used to the loose switch before. It's really tight. I went with 2 volumes because it had 2 volumes before, and I was kind of used to it. I know I'm talking a lot, and you've been watching a lot of B-roll. I really like both pickups. I think they're both really great. I like the 85 for doing like lead stuff because it isn't that. It has the same characteristics as the JH bridge, but I think the JH is like a the Hammett, the headset's like a reworked 60, because I know he used that one forever in the neck, and then like an 81, so they're kind of reworked. I really like the neck. I'll play the neck pickup for you, and the neck pickup, and it kind of shares the same characteristics, meaning it doesn't go too far off the reservation whenever you're playing it. So I'll play it and I'll kind of explain what I'm talking about. So it's like very fat in the mids. I can probably actually put a little bit of gain on it. So that was just my rhythm patch. The rhythm patch that I'm playing, it's based on the 5150 out of the Axe Effects. And to compare and contrast, that's pretty much the same patch that I used when I still had the Petrucci pickups in here, the Crunch Lab and the Liquefier. And I just kind of tweaked that same patch I had. I just kind of tweaked it for the EMGs. A little bit. They are a lot more compressed than I'm used to, even with the Fishman's. Fishman's really kind of are just compressed, but it's an EMG, so I knew what I was getting, but I'm happy with it. Like this thing rips now. It's the best it's played, and it's the best it's sounded since I've had it, and since like I said, I've been having it since I'm 15, and I'm 33 now, so I've been a while with this guitar. I almost been having it for 20 years. It's the best it's played. It's the best it's looked, because I finally got it. I mean, there's fingerprints and stuff on it now from working on it, but it's the best it's played. It's the best it's looked. It's the best it's feeled. Like I said, I really love the bridge, because on my other bridge, like I would have problems with sometimes that the strings would slip out back here. It does not do that. It's like ultra comfortable. It's top tier now. It feels like a top tier guitar. Like before it was kind of okay, but now it's top tier. Like I'm excited to sit and play it, and I haven't had that feeling with this particular guitar since I've got it, since I was like 15. Like, because I have a lot of history with this guitar. Once again, I'm sorry I'm talking so much. I have a lot of history with it. Like I learned a lot of stuff on here. I played my senior recital with it. It rips now. The only like weird thing that I found was that in the middle position is kind of weird. Like it mixes both of the pickups, but it doesn't. Watch, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So this is the middle position. So as you can see with the middle position, you can mess with the knobs. You can kind of get your own sound, and depending on when you pull one out, another one comes in. It just the middle. I guess it's just kind of how I'm used to it being a little different with passives, I guess you could say. But honestly, it's fine. The middle position, a lot of people don't even use it. They never even use it for anything. This guitar rips now. Like, as you heard, like, I was happy I was able to hit the pinch harmonics correctly, because this thing has such good pinch harmonics. I don't know why, but it's always had that, even with the Petrucci pickups. And, like, lead playing on here it's such a pleasure. Like, I forgot how, like, good this thing rips. Let me, like, attempt to play some lead stuff. That's really the only problems that I have is right here. I have a little bit of pitting. I don't know if you can hear it, but like when I bend, it's literally just on the 15th fret back here. Just on the G string. That's literally the only problem place that I have, which is great. Even the fret where I had it here, it doesn't bite in there. That's literally the only thing. Once I got past the whole action part, like, it was fantastic. But overall, like, I'm so happy with the guitar. Like, it's so great. And I think I'm gonna wrap things up there, guys. I know I've talked a lot. Thank you for sticking around and watching this video. Thank you for sticking along for the series. I like it. I really like this guitar now. I think I may shoot out some EMGs in here, do some EMG verses now, since it's kind of easy to get them in and out. I think what I may do is just buy another another ring, and just have it extra so I can set that up, and that way I don't have to take the pickup out of here. I can just set it up and just use that dedicated ring to swap pickups out of me. Do it versus some Fishmans, just do some comparisons now. And it's like I have an active guitar setup now, and it's easy to swap stuff out. And once again, guys, thank you for sticking around. I know this video kind of ran a little long. Once again, I'm sorry about that. Sorry I talk so much. Just want to kind of explain some stuff. Hopefully I helped you to help people to avoid doing the cringe that I did, like scratching the pickups and stuff like that. Hope to help somebody out. I hope you enjoyed the journey. This guitar's going to be around on the channel more. I think I'm going to try and incorporate it in more stuff. I know a lot of people don't really like EMGs, but it's a Metallica guitar, and Metallica uses EMGs, so that's kind of why I did it. And guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you thought this video was cool, leave me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. If you aren't subbed, you should think about it. Lots of cool stuff going on. I'm doing a giveaway pretty soon. Let me just... it's a Boss pedal that I'm giving away soon. I bought 2 of them. Show you that right there. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I'm gonna be giving one of these away pretty soon. So make sure you are subbed to the channel, so you don't miss that. And guys, thank you so much for sticking around, watching the video, hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.